Welcome back to This Day in Scottish History. I'm your host, Colin MacDonald, and today we journey back to December 7th, 1593, to the Battle of Dryfe Sands, one of the bloodiest clan conflicts in Scottish history. This fierce encounter near Lockerbie saw the Clan Johnstone and Clan Maxwell clash after more than a century of bitter rivalry. It was a day that would leave a lasting mark on the Scottish borders and its warring clans. The feud between the Johnstones and Maxwells had simmered for generations. By the late 16th century, they were locked in a deadly struggle for dominance over the West Marches. The rivalry escalated in 1585 when Lord Maxwell was declared a rebel by King James VI. Sir James Johnstone was appointed in his place as Warden of the West Marches. What followed was a series of raids and retaliations that left castles burned and blood spilled. The fragile peace between the clans disintegrated completely in 1593 when a dispute involving Johnstone allies reignited old hostilities. Maxwell rallied an army of 2,000 men, including his own vassals and supporters from other powerful border families such as the Griersons and Crichtons. With royal troops bolstering his forces, Maxwell marched into Annandale, vowing to destroy the Johnstones. James Johnstone, outnumbered and facing the prospect of annihilation, called on his own allies. Reinforcements arrived in the form of warriors from the Clan Scott and the Grahams of the Debatable Lands. Johnstone assembled a force of around 800 men and chose the high ground near the confluence of the Dryfe and Annan rivers to make his stand. Maxwell's men advanced into the valley, where a small group of Johnstone fighters taunted them, luring them uphill. As the Maxwells pushed forward, the main Johnstone force charged down from their elevated position. The ensuing battle was savage and chaotic. Swords clashed, war cries echoed, and blood stained the frosty ground. Maxwell himself fought valiantly but was overwhelmed and killed. His death marked the turning point of the battle. The Maxwells, now leaderless, were routed. Many were cut down as they fled, and those who escaped bore lasting scars from the Johnstone blades, giving rise to the infamous phrase Lockerbie licks. By the end, 700 Maxwells lay dead, while Johnstone's losses, though fewer, were still heavy. Despite their victory, the Johnstones paid a steep price. Only 160 of their warriors survived the battle, and James Johnstone was later forced to seek royal clemency for his actions. The defeat was devastating for the Maxwells, but it didn't bring an end to the feud. In 1608, John Maxwell, son of the slain Lord Maxwell, murdered Sir James Johnstone during a meeting meant to secure peace. Maxwell fled to the continent but was eventually captured and executed in Edinburgh for the killing. The Battle of Dryfe Sands remains a potent symbol of the fierce independence and relentless violence that defined life in the Scottish borders. It was a time when loyalty to clan often outweighed loyalty to crown, and honour was measured by the sword. Thank you for joining me today on This Day in Scottish History. I'm Colin MacDonald, and I hope you'll tune in tomorrow for another journey into Scotland's past. Until then, haste you back.